The date is October 20th, 1944. The time, 2:30 p.m. It's a Friday afternoon in the bustling city of Cleveland, Ohio. And at the East Ohio Gas Company storage plant, a liquid gas storage tank has begun to leak. And in less than an hour, 131 people will be dead.
An industrial powerhouse on the shores of Lake Erie, Cleveland needs no introduction. And whilst it may be hard to picture the city in any state other than its current Rust Belt one, in the early 20th century, Cleveland was hustling and quite possibly bustling. And amidst this hustling and possible bustling, the East Ohio Gas Company was operating a liquid gas storage facility just north of St. Clair Avenue, near East 61st and East 62nd Street. The facility had 3 sphere-shaped tanks, with the cylinder-shaped one being added just 2 years prior. Each of the spheres held around 50 million gallons of liquid natural gas, whilst the cylinder held 100 million gallons. At around 2:30 p.m. that day, the cylindrical tank began to emit a vapor from a small seam in the side of it. Because the gas was heavier than air, it sank to the ground. Because of the strong winds that come in off of Lake Erie, the gas found its way into the sewers via the storm drains. And so, when the volatile mixture mixed with air and the various sewer gases, it ignited. The explosion caused the manhole covers for the sewer to go fucking flying, with one ending up several miles away in the neighborhood of Glenville. Despite this, though, no actual damage was caused, and it was believed that the disaster was contained. So any spectators that were there just went home, thinking that the fire department had it under control. And they did. Until one of the tanks exploded, and all hell broke loose. At 3 p.m., one of the aforementioned tanks decided it was going to pull a Beirut, and proceeded to fucking level an entire square mile of Cleveland, with an explosion that was 1/6 the power of the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. As the explosion traveled through the gas lines, the people that had sought refuge in their homes had but a mere split second to react before the flames came through the sewers and up their drains and set everything on fire, including the very clothes that they were wearing. The fire was hot enough to vaporize flesh and bone. Initial death toll estimates placed the number of people dead at around 200, but thankfully, the actual number was only 130. But it could be argued that they were the lucky ones. What was left of Cleveland was like something out of a Fallout game. 70 homes, 2 factories, numerous cars, and miles of underground infrastructure were fucking gone. In all, around 600 people were left homeless. But that wasn't the worst thing. See, while we like to think of the Great Depression as something that ended immediately after World War II began, it was still very much an ongoing thing into World War II. As a result, many still didn't trust the banks, and so they kept their life savings at home. The same home, which is now a charred fucking ruin. Estimates range from around $7 to $15 million and destroyed public and private property. The East Ohio Gas Company, shockingly, or not shockingly when you can consider how much companies can get away with here in the US, was not held responsible. And whilst they did pay more than $3 million to help rebuild the community, and along with $500,000 to the families of the 55 workers that lost their lives on that day, no actual criminal charges or official fines were placed. Gotta love America, huh? You get caught smoking a joint, you go to jail for 5 years, but if you blow up half a city and kill over 100 people, you get off scot-free. The explosion made shockwave,
Pun intended.
in the gas industry. You see, before the crazy Cleveland cock-up, above-ground natural gas storage tanks were a common sight across America. But the great gas goofball of 44 brought that all to an end, and almost all liquid natural gas is now stored underground. The East Ohio Gas Company is still around today, although they rebranded and are now known as Dominion East Ohio. They actually operate the largest underground storage facility in the United States, with much of it now being stored near Canton. Let's just hope that in the future they don't make the same mistake again, because considering all the meth labs the Fireball would be likely to encounter now, I get the feeling that Ohio Fucks OSHA Gets Explosive Part 2 Electric Boogaloo might go fucking supernova. Anyways, I'm the last Ohioan. Thank you for watching. Come on, get out, come on. Give me my fucking phone. Stupid fucking tripod, bro. Come on. Get out of there. Get out. There we go. All right. Now the beginning editing.